Welcome to Knowing Your Town. I'm Danielle Blais, and I'm here today with Roberta Flashman from the Ashby Free Public Library Scholarship Fund. She's a library trustee, and thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure, entirely.
So Roberta's here to talk to us about the scholarship program that's connected with the Ashby Free Public Library. So tell us about the scholarship program.
Well, the library has been giving scholarships for a very long time. I only have the records that go back to 2004, but it goes back much longer than that.
Yeah, that's the year I graduated.
Ah, and you didn't know about them.
I didn't live in Ashby, but
okay.
I lived in Townsend.
So the scholarships are available to any student who lives in Ashby.
Okay.
You do not have to go to North Middlesex.
Okay.
You can go to what's the other school?
Like the Monty Tech?
Monty Tech. You can go to Monty Tech. You could go
Okay.
to Sizer Charter School. You could go
Okay.
to High Mowing School. You could go to Winchendon Academy or Cushing Academy or any other school
Okay.
that you might attend. But you're an Ashby High School student or college student,
Oh, okay.
and you can apply in the spring semester
Okay.
for the scholarship that'll be given out the following January.
Okay.
So
Alright.
the scholarship, you might be able to depend on it. We're trying to get more dependable. You might be able to depend on it for your spring semester, part of your spring semester tuition, or at least your expenses in the
Okay.
spring semester.
Okay. Well, that's so lovely.
Where's the money come
Where's
from?
the money come from?
Okay.
Yeah.
So originally, there were a number of people who felt strongly that students in Ashby should be supported in seeking higher education. So the scholarships are meant for post-secondary education at an accredited institution.
Okay.
And the money came from these people who put aside chunks of money into trust funds, and the interest from the trust funds is what's used for the scholarship.
Oh, okay.
The bulk of these funds are held by the town. Actually, the town doesn't hold them. They direct a investment company to make conservative investments with these funds, and we get a reporting from this investment company 4 times a year.
Okay.
There's one other fund that stipulated it should never be managed by the town.
Okay.
You know, donors are quirky.
Okay.
And so this one is now controlled by the Community Foundation, and it's called the Marston Fund.
Okay.
And it also distributes its funds, I believe, at the beginning of January. So we kind of time our scholarships to that one so that we're giving all the scholarships at the same time.
Okay.
In the meantime, in the last couple of years, we've had 2 more scholarships appear that want us to manage them. One of them is from a donor who's currently a trustee, and he's committed to giving us an amount of money every year that can be used for scholarships for students who are studying STEM, science, technology, engineering, or math. And the other scholarship, this will be the first year that we're awarding it, is the Irene Salmonen Ashby Alumni Scholarship. And that one's been given for a fairly long time. It used to have a complicated way of determining who would receive it. It was competitive. It was geared. It also looked at people's finances, so it was,
Okay.
you know, it was very much more detailed. And they came to us, and they're a group of people who are aging and decided they didn't want to manage this anymore. They said, "This is what we require," and we went, "No, we're not doing that. We're happy to manage your scholarship, but we are not getting into people's personal finances. We are not looking at grades. We are not requiring that people be finished." There were all sorts of requirements.
Okay.
So they've narrowed down their requirements, and their requirements now, the first round will go to people who are looking at degrees, certificates, or programs in education, law enforcement, law, emergency medical, fire science, or other first responder programs.
Okay.
or anyone who's an honorably discharged veteran and resides in Ashby and is going to an accredited program. So if people come back from the service and want to continue on in their education, they're eligible.
Wow.
And if we have less than 4 people qualifying under those circumstances, the remaining amount gets split equally among STEM students.
Okay.
So, that being said, you can apply for a scholarship for 5 times. It doesn't have to be consecutive years.
Okay. And the scholarship is awarded like one time,
One,
and then you would apply again.
One time a year.
For another year.
And
Okay.
everyone who applies gets the base scholarship, and the trustees have voted that that base scholarship will be $500.
Okay.
It used to be dependent upon the amount of interest that was accrued and how many people were applying and a lot of other factors. And sometimes it came down to a small amount. Some trustees used to refer to it as their keg fund. You know, that would be enough for a keg of beer and that would be it. Now it's a sizable amount. It's $500.
Yeah.
The main change that's happened since somewhere around the middle 2000 teens was the number of students applying dropped significantly, almost to half.
Really?
We used to have 25 to 30 students applying. This year we had 14.
Really?
Yeah.
What is the reason for the drop?
Don't know.
Okay.
May have been not enough publicity, may not have gotten it out to enough schools, don't know.
Okay.
But this program, this video, hopefully, will help change that and make people aware that there's a scholarship they can apply for.
Yeah.
And the scholarship application is right up on the website of the library.
Okay.
That's ashbylibrary.org.
Okay.
And you
I
can
imagine
read,
we'll link to that in the show notes.
and you can read all about the different scholarships and their requirements. The only
Okay.
other thing besides filling out an application is at the middle to end of your first semester, or maybe even at the beginning of your semester, you have to submit some proof that you're really in school.
Okay.
So this proof could be your tuition statement that you've paid. It could be a letter from the school stating that you're enrolled. It could be a transcript from your fall semesters
Okay.
terms. It could be your class registration for the fall term, or a letter from one of your lecturers in a course. Anything that will
Okay.
prove that you're attending.
Okay.
And so it doesn't have to wait till the end of the semester. You're paying your fees at the beginning.
Yeah.
And the sooner we get these, the easier it is for us to distribute the monies.
Okay. Is there a deadline for the
The
application?
deadline is supposed to be June.
Okay.
We stretch it. We don't like to eliminate people because somehow they didn't get their act together. High school people tend to get a little distracted in that spring semester as they're doing applications and all the rest. And college students get distracted. Frankly, everybody's lives are busy.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get distracted and not remember.
Yeah.
So we try to be flexible, but we'd like to get them as early as possible. This year, we only got 14.
Okay. So there are still scholarships available to
Not
apply
for this year.
Oh, not for this year.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Done
We're
for
at
this
the
year.
point that we have received proof of attendance from all of these 14. We've figured out what we have in interest from the various funds, and we are writing checks this week, next week.
Okay.
In fact, this morning I got a letter from the trustee treasurer saying, would you like to review these letters that I'm ready to send out?
Okay. All right. So you're
Yeah.
ready to award the scholarships for
Right.
people who applied last year.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like a long process. We're trying to shorten it up. But one of the limitations in shortening it up is the distribution of the money from the community fund
Okay.
on that one scholarship.
Okay.
So 14 people have received They all receive the base $500 scholarship.
Okay.
6 more have qualified as STEM scholars, and so they're receiving extra money from both the Horan Scholarship and the Irene Salmonen Scholarship. And 1 student is majoring in education, and that person gets $500 from the Irene Salmonen Scholarship.
Okay.
So we'll be distributing $10,800.
Wow.
Not insignificant.
Yeah, no, every little bit helps, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Now nobody's getting $10,800.
Yeah.
If you're a STEM student, you're getting just a shade over $1,000.
Okay. So to clarify,
Sure.
when you say that you need to be an Ashby student in order to apply,
An Ashby resident.
Ashby resident, what about people that are going away to college?
Their parents are still living here. They're an Ashby resident.
Okay.
Most likely, not always, but most likely they'll still be on the voter rolls.
Okay. So that's how.
No, we just have to.
Okay.
We have to take your word for it that you're
Okay.
living in town. We do check the street listing to make sure you actually exist.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. So, and when you say an accredited institution, does that include like 2-year and 4-year programs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it includes 2-year, 4-year. It would include someone who's accredited to give, for example, education in fire science.
Okay.
It would include someone who's taking the courses to become an EMT are fairly expensive.
Okay.
Those are accredited. They have to
Okay.
be. You get certified to be
Yeah.
an EMT. So those qualify.
Okay, so we're not talking about like just a traditional 4-year
Nope.
degree program.
Nope, we've had people go to hairdressing school.
Wow.
It's an accredited program, they can go. People
Yeah.
who have gone to design schools are accredited, they can go.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that sounds really great.
It's just if a group of friends gets together and decides to study together, that's not an accredited program.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so people who want to apply can find the application on the library website.
Yep. And they
and
can start applying now.
They can start applying now.
You can start applying now. It says you don't start till March. There is no problem in getting in the application early.
Okay.
One more thing out of the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way quickly. All right, is there anything else that we haven't covered that you want people to know about the scholarship program?
I think that's pretty much it. It used to be, I've just taken over the scholarship. I worked with the prior head of the committee through the years because I was the chair of the trustees. So I worked tightly with them to get these run through. And he used to send letters out confirming, and he used to communicate with them, with the students by letter. And he had a lot of trouble getting the proof of attendance. I took this over rather late in the year, and so what I did is I just texted everybody.
Okay.
I got a lot of response that way. It was easy to communicate.
Okay.
I found 1 or 2 whose phone numbers had changed. I emailed them. So it's important to make sure that on the application you've given us both your phone number and your email address.
For the student and not the parent.
For the student, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you really want your parent controlling your life, which I'm thinking you don't, but who knows? Parents probably think the other way.
Yeah. Okay. So if somebody has further questions, who should they contact?
They can contact me directly, or they can check at the library. Yeah, probably contacting me directly is the best way, but check. There's a lot of information we put up out on the website of the library, ashbylibrary.org,
Okay.
so that you can check there.
Okay.
And if there's not a listing, I'm not always sure how well it's listed, do a search for scholarship.
Okay. All right. And if somebody wants to contact you directly, How should they go about doing that?
My phone number's been the same for the last 38 years.
You probably don't want to put that up on YouTube.
No, I don't think I want it out there as,
Fair.
you know.
All right.
But you could always ask
Maybe
the
contact the
librarian.
library.
Yeah,
Yeah.
library director knows my email address and my phone number.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
Well,
so much, Danielle,
Yeah,
for
thank you so
asking
much.
all these great questions and giving us the opportunity to have this publicity.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here and sharing this information with us. So go to ashbylibrary.org
Yep.
and apply if you're eligible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve just said to me, is she going to do an